Peace and blessings be upon you, my dear grade 9 students. Welcome to this new video lesson. Today's lesson is from Module 6, Lesson D, 3 Speak, 4 Write. It's in Students' Book pages 68 and 69, Workbook page 67. Let's start. First, let's illustrate the lesson objectives. By the end of the lesson, students will be able to act out some conversations asking about and explaining how to do something using linking words or phrases to express sequence. Recognize the language features of a post describing a process. Today we are going to start with a guessing game. Here we have a picture. We try to hide this picture using some effects. Now I want you to try to guess what this picture is and tell me what can you see. Very good. I think most of you guessed right. This is a mobile phone that has fallen into water. Have you ever been in a situation like this? What did you do? I want you to pause the video and try to think of the answer for these two questions. Let's go to Students' Book page 68, Exercise 3, Speak. Here we have a list of tasks. Let's read them together. Uploading a video to YouTube. Downloading photos from your phone to a computer. Starting your own blog. Connecting a phone to a TV to show films. Setting up a social media account. Taking care of a phone that has fallen into water. Cleaning a computer keyboard. How can you complete these tasks? I'd like you to pause the video and try to think of the different ways in which we can achieve these tasks. You can also browse the internet in order to find ways to achieve these tasks. Okay, let's take the first one as an example. Uploading a video to YouTube. Have you ever uploaded a video to YouTube before? If you don't know how, let's illustrate the different steps of uploading a video. First, you have to sign in to YouTube. Second, you have to click upload at the top of the screen. The last step is to select upload video and choose the video you want to upload from your files. Let's create a conversation in which we ask and explain how to upload a video to YouTube. When asking, we can use the following questions. How do you? Can you explain to me how you? Do you know how to? Do you know any ways to? What do you do next? Then what? When explaining, we can use the following linking words or phrases. First of all, to begin with, second, third, then, next, after that, finally, lastly. Take care of these points. Use the present simple in the second person, for example, first, you left the cover, or the imperative, for example, first left the cover, to explain how to do something. What is the difference between these two ways? When we use the present simple in the second person, we use the pronoun you with the verb in the present simple. When we use the imperative, we use the verb in the infinitive without a subject. Then, explain the process in the order it happens, using appropriate linking words. Last, correct yourself if you realize you have made a mistake. Now let's act out the conversation. How do you upload a video to YouTube? First, sign in to YouTube. Second, click upload at the top of the screen. Then what? Then select upload video and choose the video you want to upload from your files. Is that all? Yep. Here you can read the suggested answers for the rest of the tasks. This is the answer for downloading photos from your phone to a computer, starting your own blog. You can pause the video and read the answers. Connecting a phone to a TV to show films, setting up a social media account. Pause the video and read the answers. Taking care of a phone that has fallen into water, cleaning a computer keyboard. Pause the video and read the answers. Now let's move to Students' Book page 69. 4. Write. Exercise A. Read this post on a how-to message board. What is the person's problem? Do you know what a message board is? Have you ever written something on a message board? A message board is a page on a website for posting or responding to messages, like this one here. Let's read the message. I have got a new 121TYZ printer, but I can't work out how to change the ink cartridge. Can anyone explain what I have to do? Work out means solve a problem, and this is an ink cartridge. Now let's answer the question. What is the person's problem? The person has got a new 212TYZ printer, but he can't work out how to change the ink cartridge. Now, how can you help this person with his problem? Pause the video, think of an explanation of how to change the ink cartridge of the printer. Now, let's move to exercise B. Read the post again, then read the description of the process. Look at the diagram somebody posted in response and answer the questions. This is the description of the process, and this is the diagram. The diagram consists of 5 pictures. Here are the questions that we are going to answer. Number 1. What is the connection between the diagram and the description of the process? Number 2. Which words or phrases does the writer use to show they are going to talk about the next stage in the process? Underline them. Number 3. Does the writer explain all of the images in the diagram or only the most important ones? In the next slide, you are going to read and listen to the description of the process in order to answer the questions.
4. Write.
Hope this helps. 121TYZ cartridge installation. This is a description of the 5 stages involved in installing an ink cartridge in the 121TYZ printer. First, you need to turn the printer on. Open the printer cover and wait for the ink cartridge holder to move to the left. Second, you pull out the bottom of the cartridge latch so that it disconnects, and then gently lift the latch and slide the cartridge out of the holder. The third step is to slide the cartridge into a cartridge protector and keep it there so that the ink does not dry out if you're removing a cartridge which still contains ink. The fourth step is to remove the protective tape from the cartridge you are going to install without touching the ink holes or metal parts if you're installing a new cartridge. After that, you take the cartridge and slide it into the cartridge holder, making sure the symbols on the cartridge match those on the holder. Then, You push the cartridge down until it snaps into place. Finally, close the latch and the printer cover.
Now let's answer the first question. What is the connection between the diagram and the description of the process? The answer for this question can be elicited after reading and understanding the whole text. The answer is, the text accurately describes the stages shown as images in the diagram. Question number 2. Which words or phrases does the writer use to show they are going to talk about the next stage in the process? Underline them. We can find these words or phrases in the text as follows. First, second, the third step is to, the fourth step is to, after that, then, finally. Question number 3. Does the writer explain all of the images in the diagram or only the most important ones? As you read in the text, the writer explained all the 5 images. So the answer is, the writer explains all the images. Now let's go to workbook page 67, exercise B. Expand on the notes below to write sentences. In this exercise, we are going to practice how to write a description of a process. The process that we are going to describe here is how to install games on a computer. I bet some of you are experts in this field. Now, pause the video, read the words and phrases in order to write sentences. Let's check the answers. Number 1. How install games computer. And here we have a question mark, so we are going to write a question. This question can be written using 2 verbs. We can either say, how can I install games on my computer? Or, how do I install games on my computer? Number 2. First, go, account, sign in. We can write this sentence in 2 different ways. We can either say, first, you go to your account and sign in. Here we used the present simple in second person, you. Or we can use the imperative. We can say, first, go to your account and sign in. In the imperative, we use the verb in the infinitive without a subject. Number 3. Second, select store icon on start screen. Second, you select the store icon on the start screen. Or we can say, second, select the store icon on the start screen. Number 4. Next, go, menu, select games. Next, you go to the menu and select games. Or you can say, next, go to the menu and select games. Number 5. Then, browse, find, game, want. Then, you browse to find the game you want. Or, then, browse to find the game you want. Number 6. Finally, download, game, select, install. Finally, you download the game and select install. Or, finally, download the game and select install. Thank you very much for watching this video. Study hard and keep safe.